So Ian, MoviePass has been something that I've heard, through the grapevine the past few years from people saying, "Oh, I either have it or I use it, or you should get it, or you should look." Usually, Pat, you should look into it. You like movies. Hey Pat, it's like whatever, $10 a month. You can watch 10 movies a month. And the movies, I'm like, "Oh, okay, that sounds like too good to be true." But I'll look into that. But I was like, at most I'll probably see like 2 movies a month. Whatever. It's not worth it. It'll be some months I won't be using it. So I never did it. But I probably should have, because now MoviePass is in huge trouble. So MoviePass is a subscription service that modeled itself almost like a Netflix or a Hulu for $10 a month. They went for that number. I think originally it was more like 20 or 30, and they kept cutting it down, which probably was to their detriment. I'll get into why.
Yeah.
So what it does is it allows you to go on their app, go online, find a movie theater showing a movie anytime, and you buy a ticket through MoviePass, but you already paid $10 a month. You go to the movies and you see the movies. And that sounds like that'd be an awesome thing that if I took advantage of, it would have been cool. I probably should have.
Yeah, there's some restrictions, like you couldn't see more than one a day.
At the same theater? Or the same movie at the same theaters, just stuff like that?
Couldn't see more than one a day, and I think you could only see the one, a movie once or something like that. But you could see, one movie a day, and each movie once or something like that. Maybe it was per theater.
I think it was per theater. You couldn't see the same movie in the same theater.
Oh, okay.
But 10 movies a month for $10 in theory, that would cost you, let's just say the average price now is $14-15 for a ticket, $150 versus $10. So what happened was on Thursday, people were getting locked out of the new Mission Impossible movie, which has gotten rave reviews again because Tom Cruise is a maniac that does his own stunts still in his mid-50s, and they're quality movies. After 3 on, they're good movies. I still have to see 5. I DVR'd 5. Wow, the 6th one. But people were getting locked out, and they're like, why can't we see Mission Impossible? And it's because MoviePass ran out of money to fulfill ticket sales. So you're going to ask yourself, what do you mean fulfill ticket sales? What does that mean? So this would have been great for me to look into their actual business model before, because I had no idea what their business model was until I'm seeing articles about them running out of money. They did float a $5 million loan or $6 million loan just to get through ticket sales for the weekend.
Business model is unfortunately simple. It's pay full price for the tickets that people use.
Or close to it. They probably got some deal, but their model was this. Okay, first I'm going to tell you what I thought their model was.
Okay, what did you think it was?
I thought their model was something like a Priceline where hotels always have extra rooms, so they budget that to a website to sell at a discount rate, because if no one is in those rooms, the hotels want to get whatever money they can for those extra rooms. If no one's in those rooms, they're losing money regardless of what they sell them for, whether it's $10, $20, or $100.
Yeah.
It pays to fill those rooms up.
Sure.
As long as they make their costs back. So I thought, erroneously, that MoviePass had a similar deal with theaters where, say movie theaters, a Tuesday, Wednesday showings, they'll block off like 20 seats because they're not going to sell those seats anyway, no matter what. So we're going to have those reserved through a special discounted deal through MoviePass, right? That to me would be like a smart business model.
Right.
Because the movie theater's perspective is, well, we're not going to sell those seats anyway. But we're going to get people in the door and they'll buy concessions. And we'll make money that way, which is what they've been doing with MoviePass. Movie theaters have been making tons more money through concessions because people are going 10 times a month and buying the $8 popcorns at $4 drinks. So that's what I thought their business model was. But it wasn't, Ian. What their business model was is that through MoviePass, they probably got some discount through the chain. It
says right here, MoviePass has to pay the full ticket price for all movies its subscribers go see.
Okay. Maybe they worked out a bulk deal to make a few dollars up. So that means if I use MoviePass and said I want to see Infinity War at Saturday at 10 p.m., which would technically be like a $14, $15 ticket, MoviePass would pay the movie theater that retail value, face value of that ticket.
Yep.
Okay. That was their business model. So the more people that signed up for this, the more deadly it was to their business, because they're losing money at a more rapid rate the more people that use this.
I mean, you assume that a movie ticket is, let's say, $12 at peak time. You're paying $10 a month. You go once, they've lost money.
They've lost money already.
They're hoping that people do this and not use it. But with a deal that good,
it's too good.
You're not gonna sign up for that and go, no, I'm not going to use that. That's one of those things you sign up for and you're like, I don't want to pay $12 for a ticket. $10. You have to sign up for a 3-month commitment. So what they're hoping for is that you use it once and then forget about it and never use it again.
Which is a gigantic gamble and gambit, especially around the movies now coming out in the summer where there's superhero movies every week. And even if you're a casual moviegoer, you're going to see the superhero movies. But now you're going to see movies that you may not have wanted to see. Like, oh, I'll see this drama. I'll see The Purge, the first Purge. I wouldn't normally see it, but it's free now for me to see it. Yeah. It's a free movie night or a free date night, basically.
Why not? Summer. We live in stressful times. People like to save money. People are going to take advantage of this.
But it's not an advantage, though, if that's what their business model is. So that's what I mean. People are like, well, what did you expect? But I
mean, well, they're going to take advantage of what they have.
So you're probably asking yourselves, hey, Pat, how do they get investors on board for this? How do they have a stock that was worth I think the stock was worth $30 last year. Now it's worth spit. At this point. So their plan was to capture people's demographics and buying patterns, what movies they went to, where they were, and sell people's data to other people. So their huge gambit was that the data...
Marketing, essentially.
Yeah, the data and marketing information we're going to be selling is worth more than the millions and millions of dollars we are losing every month. Because we have to pay people. We're basically paying people to go to the movie theater. We're paying people to go to the movies for free, in essence, what they've been doing. It's miraculous that this existed to this point in time. And it's miraculous that they got any investments to begin with this being their business model. Like, if this was on Shark Tank, they wouldn't have gotten through the front door. It would have been like, you guys are out of your minds. So because the more popular this was, it hastened the death of the company as more people signed up for it.
So let's just get to what's great about what's going on with it now. So on Monday,
it's insane.
Was this yesterday, Monday?
Yeah,
it was. They announced that. So MoviePass is now saying that upcoming big releases you will not be able to get tickets for on MoviePass, which is only going to cause the problems for MoviePass to get bigger.
But it's going to save the company money because it prevents them from paying out more tickets.
You're right.
It's actually the only thing they could have done.
It's the only thing they could do, but it's going to make people
give up the app.
But
that's actually doesn't matter.
But where's the trade-off? I mean, are they going to find a sweet spot or what's going to happen? So Christopher Robin and the Meg will not be available to subscribers.
Christopher Robin.
And it looks like Mission Impossible will continue to be shut out as well.
And the other thing they had surge pricing, which was like getting the terms from like Uber when there's a lot of people in demand. They would charge you like whatever, $3, $4, $5, $6 to get your ticket. People were complaining about that, but that was probably the only thing that probably could have, if they did that from the start, saying, oh, the Blockbuster, you're only paying $6 for instead of paying 12 or 14 bucks. I'd be like, well, I'm still getting a great deal. I'm paying half price. I'm paying $10 a month. I'm still saving dozens of dollars a month doing this. But they didn't do that till recently, it sounds like, more and more. So people were pissed, like, oh, I paid $10. Why am I paying $5 extra? It's to keep the app alive so it doesn't go out of business. Which I understand it's not your fault if you're complaining about that. But you got to look at it from, would you want this to survive in some capacity or be gone forever? Because that's your choices.
Yeah, there needs to be a huge restructuring, and it needs to be looked at as a, some sort of bargain program. Yeah, you can still get your free tickets, and I'm sure there'll be tons of free movies you can go see, less popular ones. But, look at it as a $10 per month premium service if you go to a shitload of movies, and look at it as maybe, you're going to be paying $3 for this movie ticket or $2 for this movie ticket, or if you're going to go see that Blockbuster, it's going to be $6
or $8. You're still saving money.
You're still saving money, and but then it's really, and then less people will use it, which is fine. But it's going to be for people who do go to the movies. I say it's one of those things for people who go to movies probably 3 times a month.
Sure.
And there are people who go to movies way more than that. The owner of the diner that I go to all the time for breakfast, he goes to movies every weekend.
So he was on this probably.
Yeah. Without fail. Yeah, he was on it before I even knew what it was, before people were even talking about it. He's like, oh, I got this crazy thing. And I'm like, no, that can't possibly exist. And he's showing Bonnie and I, this was like, 6 months ago or whatever.
How is this a thing?
Yeah. And he's like, oh, it's great. But yeah, I mean, with his kids, with his wife, without his kids, without his wife, whatever, he goes and sees like 1 or 2 movies a week. So,
sure.
That's the sort of thing where even in a restructuring of how it works, it would be beneficial to him and a lot of people like him.
Yeah, I think it turns out that this information isn't as valuable as what people thought before. Plus, if you want to talk about it, the sites that are selling the tickets like Fandango or MovieTickets.com, they have that information from online sales already.
Right.
And the movie theaters have that information.
Exactly.
From people buying the tickets online. That gets transferred to who's buying it. They have it in the kiosk. They know who's swiping the credit cards for what movies. So everyone already has this information. So I don't know how
they thought
that what they were doing was going to be valuable in terms of their data from their user base. It doesn't make any sense. That information is already out there.
Also,
already.
I feel like that data would be tainted as well because
people are going to movies more. And,
they're going to the movies more, and they're being less picky about what they're seeing because
Sure.
it's not really with their money. If you're getting to pick everything you want, if you're using something like MoviePass, you're already savvy enough to use technology, and you're already probably doing all of your movie ticket buying online. So, like you said, that data,
it's out there.
That data is more pure and it's more out there.
Yeah. So the good news from this, from the ashes of MoviePass, you have AMC releasing their version,
which I hear is fairly decent.
It's $20 a month, which is totally reasonable.
Yes.
Still, if this was $30 a month, it was reasonable. $20 a month, you can see up to 3 movies a week. No one's seeing more than 12 movies a month. No one's doing that. So I don't want to hear, oh, this sucks. No, you're not. Sorry, unless you're insane. Well, if I was homeless, I would get that. You just live in the movie theater all day, though. But anyway, so 3 movies every week, only AMC theaters, though, but there's a lot of AMC theaters. There's 2 within 15 minutes of us. And it accounts for IMAX, Dolby, real 3D, so it's there's no restrictions on that.
Yep, and you can, it doesn't matter what, you can see the same movie if you wanted to 3 times in one day. So basically, there's no restrictions.
This is their version
of
the Priceline deal, because AMC's not losing money by giving away tickets for free. Because it's their theater.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have to recoup the concessions will make up for it. They know on a Tuesday they're filling up 20 seats for that showing. So who cares if people come for free and buy? Because they're making movie off popcorn and candy anyway. That's how they make the most of their money.
Keeping it in house, and AMC's have.
And AMC's are good theaters by and large.
They're getting better.
Yeah,
they're getting better. They have bars and stuff now too. You make shitloads of money
at the Fashion Valley when they do have a bar.
Yeah, you make tons of money at the bars and stuff like that. So that's the way to do it. I think movie theaters kind of offering their own version of this is probably the smarter way to go.
Sure.
If the lot offered something like that,
come on,
fuck it, Jesus,
we live there.
Christ,
they have a brunch on Sundays outside the theater.
I'd find a reason to go to the movies.
Oh, they do have like a club, directors or producers club.
Oh, do they?
Discounts if you buy into it. They do. All right.